It gives, original artists hope, artists that won't conform but want to get a message out, want to get their music out in the way they see it.
What's up everybody and welcome back to another episode. Please like the video and subscribe. Our target is only 1,000 likes. So Kendrick Lamar didn't hold anything back in his vicious rap battle with Drake earlier this year, but he claims to not be an angry person at heart. In his first profile since the year-defining feud, Kendrick covered the Harper's Bazaar 2024 November Voices issue on Monday, which had him in conversation with former Top Dog Entertainment teammate Caesar. Kendrick explained during the chat how he doesn't believe he's an angry individual, but how the duality of love and war do pose a need to exist. So while not like us proved decisive in his feud with Drake, Kendrick defined what the phrase means to him culturally, and it's much bigger than anything OVO related, saying, "Not like us is the energy of who I am, the type of man I represent, and now if you identify with the man that I represent, this man has morals, he has values, he believes in something, he stands on something, he's not pandering."
They're not conforming, they're not being what you want them to be, they're being who they are, and you gotta salute that.
And another person who, you mentioned, you referenced Kendrick on the song.
I was Kendrick before Kendrick, rock and roll Hall of Famer like Jimi Hendrix.
But seeing how he's been able to do the same thing, where he's played within the system to a degree, but he's been himself. He hasn't conformed his art. He's made sure to remain true to himself. And he's, Snoop was talking about how Kendrick took the crown, or took the throne, right? It wasn't like anyone really passing the torch. They gave it, but he came and took the torch. So what's it been like to see his rise from that moment where he, quote unquote, took the throne of the West Coast and took it to the world?
I mean, it gives, original artists hope, artists that won't conform but want to get a message out, want to get their music out in the way they see it. So to see him win, to see him have such a big year, and see him, jump into the battles, that's another way you can solidify yourself out here is, step up to the challenge of the battles that ensue. It's the, essence of the art. Most of us came up battle rapping people at school and shit, and quads and hallways, and and honing our skills against other MCs. That's it's like sparring to a fighter. So when you see guys get into the big arena and actually fight for real, lyrically, it gets the juices going of the culture, because everybody love to see a heavyweight fight. So to see him step up, battle multiple people with multiple songs, it was something that we had never seen before. It was pretty, it was like fucking Bruce Lee in Game of Death. I don't know if y'all seen that. Just going up whooping ass all the way up the tower. You know what I'm saying? He at the top of the tower, everybody ass kicked under him. You know what I'm saying?
And then he still doesn't say a word.
That's what it was like. It was a beautiful sight to see.
I loved watching it just for the culture. There was one line that I thought actually gave me similarities between you and Drake. Actually, it was when you said, "Ayo, Dre, stick to producing," and then Dre said, "Metro, shut your hoe ass up and make some drums." I feel like you might have taken some inspiration from Cube on that one.
I don't know. It's like that was all I could do was tell Dre to do what you do best.
You're great at this.
Y'all put Mike and leave me alone. But Dre's he's a formidable MC. Like Dre put out a record, and everybody better run for cover, because the lyrics gonna be on point, delivery gonna be on point, music gonna be on point. So, he's a formidable MC. I would never use that line.
No, not today. Not today. Another lyric that you had that I thought is really interesting is when you and Crazy Bone, you're saying, see the missions to get what we don't got until we filthy rich and on top. Now that you are filthy rich and on top, what is Ice Cube's mission?
The mission is still, we still trying to get everybody to find their path to riches and success and everything they dream of. It's like it's up to us to figure out how to
clear the whole party up.
Yeah, like, nah, you have to listen to what he's saying.
Nobody want to hear that shit, man. You know, nobody want to hear you kick rhymes at a party. Nobody want to hear bars.
But you got to understand, not like it's their second childhood. He's talking about they had their first childhood. No, I'll rap it to you so you know.
Anyway, fuck what Rory talking about. LeBron, we get it, man. Drake unfollowed you. You got to be.
This is not about Drake.
What? All right, if him and Drake was still cool, you think he would have been rapping this or a Drake record?
He was cool with Drake and was rapping the Like That verse while he was doing layup lines. There's also 4 other videos of him rapping songs that aren't Drake or Kendrick. I think they caught him in a red wine moment.
This is the one though. This is the record. This is the one he wanted us to understand. This is the lyrical miracle. This is the bars.
First of all, no, it's not.
And he's singing a song like "I Deserve It All." Like,
he got it all. He's fucking LeBron James.
He deserve it.
Oh no, 100%. 100%. He worked for it.
This is not a lyrical. This is probably the least lyrical Kendrick song on the album. Play the clip. You got to get in the mode.
Answer the question.
No, first of all, do we see a familiar face in the back?
We'll get to that.
Okay.
The rapper hands is crazy. And he's 6'8", and he's a fucking monster, so his rapper hands are even funny. Do you think he rehearsed?
That's his shit. I think that's
is that his wife doing TikTok dances next to it?
I think that's Savannah probably making fun of him.
You know, she's caught him like in the bathroom before, steam, everything with this on the beat spill. That's not his first time doing this or this.
But could I ask you a question? Do you think that if Drake didn't unfollow him, that he would have been rapping a Drake song right there?
I think
no.
You don't think so? Okay.
Because he was rapping when
y'all be lying to yourself. I'm gonna let y'all do that. All 2025. All 2025, I'm letting niggas lie to themselves.
It's not that we're lying to ourselves. I promise you that it never even crossed my mind that if Drake unfollowed LeBron, would LeBron rap a Kendrick song? Never even entered my mind because I don't care.
So when you seen this clip, you didn't think that?
No, I saw my friend Raven right behind him and immediately texted her, "You don't think LeBron deserves it all?" ?
Why Raven standing there like security? Put her hands behind her back. Girl, you standing in front of the wrong angle. Stop this nigga from recording.
Like this probably towards the end of the night, and people were probably dancing. It was upbeat music. Things were clearing out. And then you just see like your man's behind you drunk as fuck rapping a deep cut. Like I do that with like DMX or Beanie Siegel. At that point, everyone knows they should probably leave my house. I know Raven was looking around like, yo, now?
Yeah.
Y'all ready now? I call it Uber now.
This looks like the party was pretty much over though.
100%. You think they was playing this at the peak?
I mean, they might have. We might get a clip of them playing this with a packed house.
Does he request it?
The DJ's not playing that record. Now, can we agree to that?
Yeah, no.
Can we agree that this was a request?
That's why I think that's really LeBron's song because he requested. Like you could tell by the way he rapping and he feel that shit. He really think he deserve it all for real. Like
he does. LeBron
self-reflection.
He definitely worked for it. You know, had kept a spotless career. Never had any crazy things in the headlines. Like we don't speak about that enough. As great as a player as LeBron is, we don't speak to the fact that he's been able to. Well, he does deserve it all, but the fact that he's been able to stay clear of like, you know, the crazy shit that follows athletes and happens to athletes, especially high profile athletes during their career. He never had any, you know, negative things in the news about him. So LeBron is the quintessential, you know, profile athlete that's just been able to knock down all stereotypes and just have an illustrious career.
And this is how you do it at your birthday party or any other time. You just invite your wife. There's red wine, and you rap.
Keep everybody away from you.
Not one hoe wants to be at that party.
No twerking, no nothing. Just we gonna sip wine and listen to Kendrick all night.
Did y'all ever have that friend in like either high school or in your 20s that